Hello, everyone. What's going on? It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. It's a good morning. It's good to be a Monday. It feels good today. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling absolutely delighted. I'm feeling dubious. Dubious. Is it dubious? I'm feeling amazing, guys. Man United defeat Arsenal by 3-2. We're going to get into that, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please don't forget to smash a like on the video. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today, of course, guys. Glory, glory, Man United. And not least last night, of course, guys. Absolutely fantastic result for Manchester United, beating Arsenal by 3-2. The scary Arsenal. Of course, they're so scary. We can't, oh my goodness me, I can't believe how scary they are. I mean, scary if you're scared of Barney the dinosaur or something like that. Probably that's scary. If you get scared of, Titanic or things like that, that's probably scary to you. But Arsenal are definitely not scary. Absolutely not, guys. And I enjoyed every single moment of that game yesterday. Because you know what? They've been really, really cheeky this last few months, guys. They've been really, really giving it. I'll be honest with you, guys. They were absolutely nauseating. How'd you say it? Absolutely pathetic, Arsenal fans. Absolutely. Here we go, guys. I'm going to bring in something for you guys nice and early in the stream, of course, guys. Let me just get this up real quick. Nice and early in the stream for you, just to get the vibe of these, just so you get the vibe of what they're about, guys. It's all about Manchester United, guys, anyway, so we don't really care, but I'm going to bring this into the stream anyway, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome, everyone, of course, to the stream. Let me bring this in, guys. Let me bring this in. Let me get this up real quickly for you. Let me just get this up. Absolutely lovely, though. Absolutely lovely. Let me just go slow as ever, my computer. There we go. Absolutely lovely. Let's get into this. Let's have a look at this, guys. Absolutely. This was it.
Do not fucking lose it. Do not fucking lose it! You fucking piece of shit! You fucking wankers! You absolute wankers! You absolute fucking wankers! I swear to God! I fucking hate this team! I fucking hate you! I hate you! Why? Why? Fuck you, man! Fuck you! You bastards! You're taking the piss!
United in possession, Bruno Fernandes.
For them. I'm sorry, but you know what I would say is that I was led to believe, and we were all gaslighted into thinking that this Arsenal side is the best team in Europe. Now, maybe they are the best team in Europe, but isn't that just testament to how poor football is these days? And this is exactly what I was saying, how poor football has become. It's ridiculous, isn't it? How they could be so dominant in the Champions League. I mean, how poor are Inter Milan? You have to look at it at the end of the day. Man United won that game yesterday, tactically outschooled, tactically schooled Arteta yesterday, Michael Carrick. Absolutely annihilated him yesterday. And you know what I would say is that they deserve it. They deserve it. I said yesterday, I was texting my brother, and he's a big Tottenham fan. He lives in New York. And I said to him, look, the problem with other teams, right, is that you show Arsenal too much respect. He's a Tottenham supporter. I say, you guys show Arsenal too much respect. You show them too much respect. They're not as good as you think they are. You know what I mean? And I said this to him, and he was like, oh, no, but you know what? They might still win. And I said, look, it doesn't matter if they win the league or not. I think every single team in the Premier League needs to look at Man United yesterday and say, look, this is how you play. This is how you do. Michael Carrick's been there a week. This is how you do. Now, guys, look, I don't want to get too carried away because I've been here before. You've been here before. We've all been here before. Man United are defeated in the last 14 months, guys. Less than that. Man United defeated Arsenal twice. They defeated Man City twice. They've defeated Liverpool away. They defeated Chelsea. They defeated Newcastle. Man United have, and Manchester City we've defeated these teams before. So obviously I'm going to look at things and I'm going to try and analyze things, not over the top. I know it seems that way, but I'm not going to analyze it from a delusional point of view because we've been here before. However, this does feel a little bit different to me. This feels a little bit different. I feel like Michael Carrick, He's not the type of character that gets carried away. Look, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, when he came to Man United, he done a fabulous job at Man United. Let me tell you, he done a brilliant job at Man United. But he was too nice, in my opinion. And I do think that Michael Carrick has the perfect balance in personality in regards to man management, tactically, disciplinarian and stuff, and being nice as well. I think he's got a good balance there. Every time I watched Michael Carrick on the touchline yesterday, I didn't see panic. I didn't see running backwards and forwards. The only panic I saw was from Arteta. Arteta was the one who had the panic, you know, and United won the game. And you know what, guys? I look at Arsenal and I look at Arsenal's goals and I look at them and I think Arsenal's goals were flukes, jammy goals. The corner, people are talking about handball for Man United. There was no handball. Maguire has to fall down for his hand. If he moves his hand out of the way, he bloody breaks his rib. He needs to hold himself up if he's falling on the floor. The goal for Dorgu did not touch his hand. But the goal for Arsenal, that from the corner, look, we got to stop this. They did this against Man United at the beginning of the season. It's a foul. You cannot put two men on one spot and blocking and stifling the goalkeeper. You can't do that. And this is what we're talking about. They only want to talk about things that fit their narrative. But let's forget about them. Man United were brilliant yesterday. And again, I knew it probably would happen. I knew Man United probably wouldn't lose. And I did say everyone, obviously, is the predictable people saying that we're going to we're going to get smacked up. We're not. And we didn't, did we? Again, you know, but this is no surprise, guys. This is no surprise the way Man United are at the moment, the way we've been, you know, over years, that we are well capable of beating Arsenal. We are well capable of beating Man City. You know, it's the mentality to go on and win the next one and win the next one and win the next one. And that's what Man United need to do going forward and prove that this is not a one-off, prove that we can change the narrative in regards to that. Absolutely. And that's what I would say. Looking at the team, overall, the team did absolutely phenomenally well. I agree. The team done absolutely fantastically well. I got my player ratings up there. Let me know. The match for this game was Patrick Dorgu. Absolutely display from Patrick Dorgu, because obviously it was an all-round display. He had the goal as well. I mean, Tony, you're a boa, eat your hat out. I think the only thing is that it was bettered by Cunha. I didn't think that 2 goals in one game would be better. That a goal like Dorgu's would be bettered by Cunha's, and Cunha's actually was a little bit better than Dorgu's, in my opinion, because obviously Cunha had to measure it and bend it into the corner purposefully to strike it on volley. And yeah, he could have sliced it, he could have went in. And I felt like Cunha's goal was absolutely fantastic. I really do. And, you know, both goals are brilliant. And it was like the Man United of old. I said at halftime, I said, we need to see more great goals. I said it at halftime. I said, we need to see more great goals. We need to see more goals, you know, that off the bar and 30 yards and stuff like that. And guys, it's like they were listening, because straight away, 2 brilliant goals. You know what I mean? Just like old days, of course, guys, absolutely. But of course, we have to stay grounded. We can't get too carried away. We have to believe as well. We can't be negative. We have to believe as well. I believe Man United will get in this top 4. Thank you, Amram, for getting us into that position. Now we can move on in getting into the top 4, of course, guys. And you know what? I know there are a lot of people out there making this all about Amram. All the goal scorers were Amram players, by the way. But anyway, people making it about Amram just need to get over it, man. Get over it. Support the new manager and stop the obsession with Amram. Amram's sitting on a yacht somewhere, millionaire, man. You're sitting in your barn. You know what I mean? Just be quiet and let him live his life at the end of the day, right? So what I would say is this, right? A great win. We move on to Fulham. Fulham was always the game that I looked at. I looked at the Fulham game and I felt, you know what, that Fulham game is going to be difficult because for obvious reasons, and the low block, of course, it's going to be difficult. And now that we won these 2 games, fabulous. Now we should go on a run, shouldn't we? We should beat the West Hams. We should beat the Fulhams. And we have to keep the same energy, like the Arsenal game, like the City game. We need to keep that same energy going. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, guys, absolutely. And you know, because no point beating up Man City and Arsenal away and doing what we do every single season, which is draw or lose against Fulham and West Ham and all those type of teams, of course. Big respect to those type of teams. But of course, you know, we have to treat every single game with respect and the same energy, because at the end of the day, you get the same points for every single game, guys. Every game, you get the same points. It's the same energy. And that's how we should do it, guys. Absolutely, guys. But thank you guys for joining me. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a great night. I hope you did, guys. I definitely did have a good night, guys. I had a great, good feeling, obviously, when I woke up this morning. A good feeling, a good vibe, of course, guys, when I woke up this morning. Sorry if I'm lagging a little bit, guys. Hopefully I'm not lagging too much. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you so much, guys, everyone who put... I'm just looking at my lagging. 1 second, guys. Hopefully not lagging too much. Hopefully not lagging too much. Absolutely not. Big up everyone, though. Big up everyone. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at your messages today. Big up everyone in the stream, guys. Big up everyone in the stream. Big up everyone, of course, guys. Big up everyone, of course. Am I lagging a little bit? Maybe I am. Let me just see something. Yeah, I'm lagging a little bit. 1 second, guys. Absolutely. Big up everyone in the stream, guys. Big up everyone who's joining me today. Big up Sal. Big up Mark. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up Sal. It's that drive for what's going 1-0 down. It's that drive from going 1-0 down. I don't know what you mean, babe. What do you mean by that, bruv? Good morning, Rajat. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Arsenal shouldn't be allowed to blitz keepers in their box. It's not rugby. It's not football. Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1 is the real score, if you ask me. I agree with that. I agree absolutely. And they did it to us at the beginning of the season. I said it was a foul then. It was a foul then. And I think it's a foul now. I really do. I don't think you can blitz the goalkeeper in the goal, absolutely, and put two men on one spot and just nullify the goalkeeper and stifle the goalkeeper. Absolutely right. No one's talking about that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Big up, Rajat. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. 2 banger goals yesterday with Pip, Dolgo, and Cunha. Absolutely brilliant, of course. Big up, my friend. Sanjay, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see Sanjay in the house. Hope everything is blessed with you, of course, guys. Absolutely. I swear to God, if they give Carrick the permanent job, I'll burn all my United jerseys and stop supporting United ever. Then burn it, mate, and don't support Man United anymore at the end of the day. Guys, burn your jerseys, because if you burn your jerseys, you're not really a Man United supporter as far as I'm concerned, man. You're very privileged to support my club who I've supported for 40 years. You're very lucky, mate. I don't disagree with your opinion in regards to giving Carrick the job. You can have an opinion, but burning your shirts, mate, is it really that deep, bruv? Is it really that deep? Come on, man. Yeah, at the end of the day, if he gets the job, it would have mean he's qualified for the Champions League, isn't it? You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So we got to be a little bit more subtle the way we talk about our legends. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, guys. And you know, I don't get that. I don't get that. I mean, I probably started supporting football at Man United before you knew what football was, before you were probably born. But, you know, what I would say, I understand your new generation that, you know, you don't quite get it. You know, like we get it. And I'm sorry, mate, but that's bad. Big up, my friend. Sam, how you doing? Look, I don't disagree with people who don't want Carrick as a manager. I understand the PTSD and the stuff like that. I understand we did it with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's going to be a mistake. But obviously, we have to analyze things from a point of view. I said it yesterday, and I'm not gonna flip flop for my opinion in regards to yesterday, which was that if Luis Enrique is available, I take Luis Enrique. If Ancelotti is available, I take Ancelotti. If these managers are not available, give it to Carrick. I mean, why risk it? Why risk it, guys? I don't understand it. Why would you risk it? You know, why would you risk it? Big up, Mark. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is blessed. Hope you're good, my friend. Big up, my friend. I'm good, boss. Good to see you. Big up, Max. Hope you're doing well as well. Let me see. Arsenal's equaliser shouldn't have been allowed. They shouldn't be allowed to blitz keepers in a box. Yeah, I just read that one. Big up, my friend. I agree. Both their goals were very, very fortunate, to be honest. Big up the live chat and legends. Big up Spank the Asta. Big up, my friend. Absolutely. We did. Absolutely. Dubious is the right word, Sal. I think so. Dubious, isn't it? Dubious. No, it wasn't. Dubious means basically questionable. So that's the wrong word. I think the dubious, like, is a dubious foul. You know what I mean? I mean, I may be wrong, guys, but I'm English. I know I'm bloody getting confused here. Big up Scott. What's going on, my friend? Morning, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're blessed. Good to see you. Rajat, no one can beat them. No one can beat them. Of course they can't. Only Man United could do that yesterday, what we did yesterday. Only Man United. Not your Cities, not your Liverpools. Only Manchester United can do what we did yesterday, guys. And look, guys, we got an opportunity here. We got an opportunity to qualify for the Champions League, guys. That's what's going on here. We got an opportunity to qualify for the Champions League, you know? Big up Vix, of course. Big up my friend. Big up Scott, of course. It was an amazing game. It was indeed a very good game, of course. Best team in Europe, they said. Now, Probably they are, Kenny. But isn't this an example that adds a narrative to the fact that football has regressed incredibly highly, hasn't it? Football has regressed so much. It's unbelievable. You know, how much football has really gone downhill. Honestly, guys, football has really gone into the mud, in my opinion. And talent is scarce. It's hard to find now, like these days. That's why it's such a good surprise. You know, what happened yesterday with those 2 goals in particular. 2 fantastic strikes, guys. Honestly, fantastic strikes. Mikel with hands up, fuming, damn funny. I mean, there you go, guys. Absolutely. We showed them hold the Arsenal fans. Absolutely. Hold that, Arsenal fans. Absolutely, my friend. Big up, Mark. Big up, my friend. Head loss. Big up, my... Absolutely lost it, guys. You know, this is what you get, guys. I've heard and I've been gaslighted into thinking, right, that all week we're going to get slapped up against Arsenal. We're a joke team. You know, we never go to the Emirates and we win. Even though we won there a couple of times in the FA Cup over the years. We won there last season in the FA Cup with 10 men. We won there in 2019 in the FA Cup 3-1. But we haven't won there in the league since 2017 until yesterday. So I've heard a lot of gaslighting and Arsenal fans talking their smacks. Man United are not going to do this. Man United are going to do that. Never underestimate Man United, as Fabrizio Romano said. Never underestimate Manchester United. Never. Because Manchester United are the only team in Europe at the moment who can go to the Emirates and defeat Arsenal like that and slap up Arsenal like that. We're the only team that can do that. You know? Absolutely. Big up, Sam. Hope you're well, my friend. We are going for the league. Arsenal will lose more games. Man City, we're 12 points, mate. Also, bring on anyone. We got. We're 12 points. We have to overturn a 12-point gap, mate. We'll have to win every game to do that. And even then, it will be a little bit difficult because we have to rely on Arsenal to drop a number of points. I love the positivity, though, Sam. It would be amazing if it did happen, of course. Big up, Glazers out, Ineos out all day long, guys. All day long, absolutely. Guys, I swear you lot there are a bad influence on younger generations. Dead alive. You have no idea what younger generation, you have no idea what this football club is about. Let me just tell you that right now from a person who knows Man United, have been around Man United, been to nearly 1,000 games, right? Let me just tell you something about yourself. Burning the Manchester United jersey because you don't want a certain manager to manage Man United club. And the certain manager, by the way, is a legend at the football club. Let me just say that. You can have your opinion about not having Michael Carrick as a manager. That's your prerogative. That's your choice. This is a democracy. That's what you want. I myself probably don't want him as a permanent manager if we don't get in Champions League, right? If he gets in the Champions League, it's going to be a difficult choice. But you to come on here and try to tell me, when you're lucky, you should ask my permission to support my club. You should come in and say, Sal, can I support Man United? Because you should show some respect to the community and everyone like that. If you come on this channel and you're talking about burning Man United jerseys if Carrick gets the job, I think you need to look at yourself hard in the mirror, mate, or just carry on doing whatever you do in your spare time, mate, knocking one off to your boys' zone posters, whatever you do, I don't know. But just go and do your thing, mate. Go and do your Generation X, whatever Z thing you do, mate. Go and play some computer games. Go and work out your genre. Go and do what you want, mate. I don't know. I mean, you know what I mean? So just leave it at, mate. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the win. If Carrick gets the win, I'm going to burn my... Mate, you're not worthy to wear the Man United jersey. The Man United jersey stinks when it's on you. It stinks. Because you stink. Absolutely. Big up Arsenal little fanboys. Absolutely. Big up my friend. Absolutely. Kenny, Troops was going to destroy. I was worried for Troops yesterday, Kenny. I was really worried for Troops. Did you see after that? He was heaving. He was breathing. He was like that. Troops, my guy. Calm down, man. Calm down. Absolutely. Dave, what's going on, my friend? Morning, Sal. I was at the game yesterday. My voice is still gone, but worth it. Yes, you were at the game yesterday, Dave. Of course you were, bruv. Goodness me. Football won yesterday. None of that set piece nonsense. Where's your ticket? Send me your ticket, Dave. Football, yesterday. None of that. Big up, Dave, anyway. None of the set piece nonsense. Can we crack it on, though? Absolutely. None of that set piece. They tried. Earth, big up yourself. Hope you're doing well. I watched this hate watching. It's hilarious. Even that fan of Liverpool is the king of hate watching. Which one is it? Hussam was hate watching yesterday on Man United. Very disappointed for Hussam, of course, my bro. Of course, man. But unfortunately, that's life, guys. That's life, you know. We're irrelevant. He told me. So I have to believe Hussam that we're irrelevant. You know what I mean? But I'd rather... If this is irrelevant, I want irrelevant all day long. Give me irrelevant elephant, whatever it takes, guys. Like the other guy in the content in the chat, mate. Irrelevant elephant, clean your elephant. That's it, mate. At the end of the day, Man United are here, and we're here to stay. Absolutely. Corner FC, FC own goals FC. Absolutely. Didn't they win the game against Wolverhampton Wanderers with a couple of own goals? I think so. Absolutely. Walaikum salam, fan. Big up yourself. Robot dance. I can't do the robot dance perfectly. I can't. We pull up and show them how it's done. Absolutely. No way they're winning. No way they're winning. What? Absolutely. They listen to me, fan. Now they got to carry it on. They listened to me yesterday, and now they got to carry it on. Of course they do. Absolutely. Our 17th for goals from open play. Their gameplay is foul. They're pathetic, mate. Once the league starts cutting down on the way that they do corners and stuff like that, watch what's going to happen to them. Watch how quickly they are going to fall, guys. Absolutely. Dave, the moment I saw Arteta bring on 4 players, I told everyone around me they are winning this game because tactically they didn't know what to do. Decided. In your delusional world, Dave. In your delusional world, guys. Saka left back was hilarious. Big up, my friend. Big up. Absolutely, it was mad. He started off as a left back, though. Kenny, did you know that? When Arteta first walked into Arsenal, he was a left back. Sam, they keep underrating us, and they will keep winning them all. United has destroyed all the big teams this season. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. I agree with your brother, Sal. They are just a bit more consistent than other teams, and VAR are helping them. My call was VAR is not going to help them, and to my surprise, those calls could go on their way. But their equaliser shouldn't even counted. Big up, Faisal. Big up yourself. Hope you're well. Good to see you, mate. Michael Carrick is very calm, of course. Absolutely. United beat 16 men, Arsenal, of course. Man United beat 16 men, Arsenal, and the whole stadium and the referee was awful, of course. Big up, LT. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up, Sal. Football won yesterday. Even Arsene Wenger made a good assessment. We scored all our goals in open play, and Arsenal needed set pieces for theirs. And their set pieces were fouls. Their set pieces were fouls, guys. They had fouls. They had their goals were fouls. As simple as that. Absolutely. Ballon d'Or, absolutely. I told you guys about Ballon d'Or. Big up, Mark, by the way. Thanks for joining me yesterday, Mark. Absolutely appreciate it, my friend. Absolutely. Dogo was mad. I told you people writing Dogo off. Those people should come on with an apology. You know who you are. People who are criticizing Patrick Dogo, you know who you are. Just I hope Amram was watching the 2 games. He was stubborn. Faisal, let's not talk about Amram. Those were Amram's players who scored, by the way. And Amram beat Arsenal last season with 10 men. And Amram beat Liverpool away from home. So let's not get carried away and let's not bring an Amram. The next person who brings an Amram is getting crossed off, guys, because nothing to do with Amram. Guys, absolutely. Big up Bruno. Did good second half. As a Man United fan, we show respect. We have class. If you want to support my football club, have a little bit of class and forget about Amram. Forget about him. We move on to Michael Carrick. Bruno did good second half. Absolutely. Smash the lights. Thank you so much, Mark. Absolutely. In Bremo and Kuda. We have strong players up front, guys. We have really strong players up front. That's absolutely correct. And I'm delighted with those players. In Bremo, I said it in the summer. I said Bremo. He's such an important player for Man United. He's such an important player because when we were going to sign him, a lot of people saying we don't need him, Bremo. And you know who you are. A lot of people saying we don't need him, Bremo. And I said we need him, Bremo. And Bremo is going to be very important for Man United going forward and, next season. And lo and behold, he had a bad period, but he's come through that period. And I'm glad about that. Absolutely. We have the best attackers in the Premier League. All we need is midfield. I said this yesterday, Sam. People were like, look at Arsenal's attack. Look at Man United's attack. Man United's attack is better than Arsenal's. I would argue that with anyone. Manchester United's attack is better than Arsenal's. Yeah, they have maybe a better midfield, but their attack is better than Arsenal's. You know what I mean? I would argue that with anyone. I think the man's deserved man of the match. Great saves, and Arsenal was still the game. Ballon d'Or, Tony Euro back. Yeah, I know about him. He conceded 2 goals, though, that's the thing. But yeah, he was man of the match contender, no doubt. Big up Sam, big up everyone, big up Mark, of course. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Remember 30 years ago, to be exact, season 95-96, 30 years ago, bloody hell. We were behind Newcastle 12 points, fast forward 25-26. Look at the table, let's manifest this, try and make reality, brother. Mate, football, never know V in football. Football's a strange game. And I remember that very well, mate, because I went to a few games in that season. You know, so when I look at that season, it was an incredible comeback. Probably the most biggest comeback. But you also can go in regards to Man City in 2012. We were 8 points clear with a month to go. It could happen, guys. It could happen. Man United are known to beat the likes of Arsenal and Man City and Liverpool. We've done it before, guys. We've been here before. We've done it before, guys. You know what I mean? We've beaten these teams before. We've beaten these teams before, you know? Dorgu is a machine. The guy is on fire. I just pray his injury isn't serious. I think it was cramp, if I'm not wrong. Hopefully it is just cramp. Hopefully it's just cramp. Hopefully it's just cramp. Same at midfield. Eric Ten Hag had but much better attackers around it. Amram builds the defensive foundation. We are a couple of signs away from challenging the title, but one game at a time. I agree with Coco. This is absolutely spot on. I said it many, many weeks ago that Man United are not as far away as people like to think. Man United are a couple of signings away. This is why I was so frustrated about the summer window. They gave us a 4 out of 10 window in the summer. They gave us a 0 out of 10 window this winter. Okay? So they just need to sign a couple of midfielders in there, and I think Man United would have been challenging for the league. So far, done bad, you know? Mark, Dorgu has more levels to go to. Absolutely. Big up, big lag, Sal. Sorry, fan. I know it's a bit bad. It's a bit bad today. It's a bit bad today, guys. Yeah, it's a bit bad today. The freeze is a little bit bad. Big up, everyone, though. Burning jerseys is mad, nasty work. It's petulant little children, kiddie little things. He's talking about children. He's one of them. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, petulant little children, kiddie little things. You want to burn your jersey because Michael Carrick gets the job. It's the most pathetic thing I've ever heard. Facts, Unfundment is going to be tough. I would also have to see Dorgu is okay. Absolutely. I have to see that, of course. Big up, Chidosi. How you doing, my friend? Just recovering from yesterday's victory. We just did the impossible. Not impossible. Chidosi, don't ever say impossible when Man United concerned. Ruben Amram beat Arsenal. Arsenal, not that team. Impossible is nothing. Muhammad Ali. Impossible is nothing. Absolutely not. Darren, absolutely in the mud, Arsenal fans. In the mud. Absolutely. Dave, the only people that keep chatting about Amram are the online fans at the game. People were fully focused on the match, the players, and Carrick. The agendas is mostly... I know you keep talking about the game, Dave. I know, mate. I know. People everywhere were talking about it. You know, no, we're backing Carrick. Real fans are backing Carrick, and that's about it. A 95 where we had games in hand. That's true. That's true. Yes, but it doesn't matter. We still overtook a 12-point lead. We're not 12. We still overtook a 12-point lead. And I don't think we're going to overtake it. I know it sounds a bit pessimistic, but we're not going to do that this year. Arsenal not going to lose that many games, and Aston Villa as well, and City. Beat Arsenal. Remember, we only had Newcastle to fight then. It was only Newcastle who we had to overcome then, didn't we? Beat Arsenal on penalties last year, FA, but it's been years since they beat him at home in the ground, 2017, I believe it was. Absolutely. Mum, Sam Lamens was great in goal last night, and Ballon Dorgu was man of the match. Absolutely. Ballon Dorgu was man of the match for me. Absolutely brilliant yesterday. Insurance says I would have said 12 points is just 4 games. These days it's changed. It has changed, mate. We don't have City and Villa as well. I said what, mate? I said what? I don't know what you mean. I didn't say anything, mate. Those are some wild reactions. Have a word of yourself. Mad, mate. Mad. Absolutely mad. And guys, by the way, my name's not Blue. My name's not Blue. My name's not Blue. All right? My name's not Blue. My name's Sal. It's Sal, not Blue. I'm not Blue. All right? Speak of the English, mate. Absolutely. Let me just see something, what you said. Let me just see. Oh, you're talking about Ruben Amorim. Yeah, I'm not interested in Ruben Amorim, mate, at the moment. I'm not interested in Ruben Amorim and this revisionism about Ruben Amorim. At the end of the day, Ruben Amorim got us to a position that we could be in the top 4. In life, let me tell you something about life in general, guys. Life, be grateful for everything. Be grateful for everything. Cunha, Dorgu, in Premo were Amorim players. So that's it. Benny, big up, Benny. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. So many positives from yesterday. Lamens was absolutely brilliant. I agree with that. But Bruno played one of his best games in a long time. I agree. And I was a little bit worried about Bruno at the beginning in the first 20 minutes. This is why I was questioning the tactical setup, because we looked terrible in the opening 20 minutes. Guys, we can't lie to ourselves. In the opening 20 minutes, we were awful, guys. We can't lie to ourselves. You know what I mean? We really can't. Absolutely not. Michael Carrick is respected by 95-99% of Manchester United fans. Don't get what burning Man United shirts would do, Raja. I think everyone, guys, burning, guys. It's either Ancelotti or Luis Enrique for me. No ex-players as managers. No fake fans as fans, please, as well. So on your bike, dead or alive. A dead alley, definitely dead opinion, that's for sure. I think if Luke Shaw is injured, we can put Mazraoui in his position and Sorry in the L wing position. Yeah, Mazraoui will be back. Mazraoui would definitely be back. Really happy about that, guys. That Mazraoui will be back, of course. Guys, absolutely. My name's not Blue, mate. Don't like being called Blue. I don't like that. What the fuck is brew? Brew. You want to brew me? You want to brew me a cup of tea? Is that what you want? Coco. Never say never. Would be crazy if Carrick was unbeaten till the end of the season. It would be hard not to give him the job because he would have earned it. Got to be level-headed with this. Exactly, Coco. You have to. Coco, if he wins the next 15 games, right? If he wins the next 15 games, how on earth can you not give him the job? I know, guys. He hasn't done it yet. But imagine he wins the next 15 games. How on earth can you not give Michael Carrick the job? Because they wouldn't... Let's say they don't give him a job, right? Let's say they give it to someone else and he fails, right? Everyone, all the fan base are going to be saying, I told you should have given Carrick the job. Should have given Carrick the job. I told you should have given Carrick the job. You know what I mean? We have to look at it that way, don't we? Absolutely. Dave, this is what we always reiterate here. Play Bruno up front or bench him. Exactly, bruv. Exactly that. Big up, Scott, my guy. Hope you're well, brother. Good to see you back. Absolutely good to see you back, of course. Time goes on. We have to burn the page and back the lads and Carrick. We have done some good things. They last to it. Keep cheering the lads on. Exactly, Scott. We got to stop this revision. And what is that? Iron Brew. I love an Iron Brew. Do love an Iron Brew. Let me just tell you something about Iron Brew in the UAE. Iron Brew in the UAE is about £5 for one tin. It's ridiculous. I do like my Iron Brew. I do. And it's about £5 for one bloody tin. You know what I mean? Sorry about the lagging, guys, by the way. Sorry about the lagging. Computer's playing up big time. You know what I mean, today. Sorry about that. Really apologize. The real test begins because now we show up the big games, but how are we going to play upcoming fixtures will be crucial for our top 4 chances charge. We really need to start winning such games. I agree, because what's the common demeanor here, LT, over the years? It's we haven't won the games we're supposed to win. This season, West Ham, Everton, Wolves, Bournemouth, same thing. We beat Liverpool, and we beat Chelsea, and we beat Newcastle. We just can't beat the games we're supposed to win. And that's the games we have to try and negotiate better, of course. Wesley, Good morning, Sal. What a game. I said, my wife, we're going to win. Big up my guy. Big up, absolutely. David, good morning, afternoon, evening, all Man United fans. All I can say is now Carrick and the star players did us proud. Absolutely, David. Big up yourself. Absolutely. Large up, Sal. Big up, Mandem. What's going on? We put the Arsenal in a spliff. The meltdowns was good to watch. We did put them in a spliff. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pass it on. Guys, it was lovely. It was a great result. Delighted, happy. Beating Arsenal is just Arsenal and Liverpool in one season. Arsenal and Liverpool in one season. Feels good, doesn't it? Feels good, doesn't it? We got Liverpool on, I think it's the 2nd of May. We got Liverpool. Let's do the double over Liverpool. Let's do the double over Liverpool. Let's do that, guys. Absolutely. Let's see if we can do that. Absolutely. Let's see if we could do that, guys. Absolutely. Sal, I'm absolutely buzzing. Fulham next. Do we stick with this 11 or twist and rotate? Do we? I would say, Mark, move Dalot out and move Mazza in. Put Noose in and move Dalot out. That's it. That's it for me. That's the only change that I make. He's setting the bar high. Just not forget that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won his opening 8. Right? We have to look at that. This team is light switch FC. Man United are light switch FC. It's a mentality at Man United that we want to erase, of course. But we are light switch FC. And we need to stop this turning it on when we want to turn it on and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Absolutely. Scott, if we win for after ties, we are in another 12 points. Yeah, but we got that is if obviously Arsenal, Villa, and Man City drop points too. They're way ahead of us as well, you know? So we got to look at Villa, Arsenal, and Man City. So before in 1995, 96, Man United only had Newcastle to fight. Now we have City, Villa, and Arsenal. Nothing is impossible in football. I'm never going to say that. I've seen it all with my own eyes. I've been at the games. I've seen it. I've seen the Champions League final. I was at the Champions League final, 99. Nothing is impossible, right? But game at a time. Game at a time. Every game at a time. And you never know. Let everything else negotiate itself. Let everything else deal with itself. And Man United go with a game at a time. You know, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is these last 2 games have been fabulous. Nice. It's good to have a good feeling back in the fan base. You know, some people are still obsessed about Amorim. I'm not. You know, it's just good to have a good vibe in the fan base. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Maz came on. Absolutely, mate. Maz was brilliant. He was immense at the AFCON. He was. Played left back as well, Coco. Fulham took unnecessary points from us early in the season. Now it's time to set the record straight. Yeah, missed penalty from Bruno Fernandes, if we all remember, don't we? Was a terrible draw. Of course, felt we should have won that game. Good morning, Sal. Dorgu Fernandes. Woohoo. Absolutely brilliant. Hands to Carrick, his staff, and the boys. Hope we keep it going on form. Where's your ticket for 99? I've already posted it, Dave, many, many times on Stretford Post. If you go to my Twitter page, type Stretford Post, Champions League final, you'll find it, mate. Absolutely, it's there. Sorry, mate. Big up, Judge Mo, my bro. Big up, Judge Mo. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're blessed. Big up, Judge Mo. Big up, Mo. Sorry about the lagging, guys. It's not a good PR campaign here. But you know what? We are here. We're here to enjoy it. We're here to be happy. Man United to beat Arsenal. I was told that, you know what? We can never beat Arsenal, you know, by Arsenal fans. Big up Judge Mo. Don't forget to follow Footy Judge Mo. Great thing about Footy Judge Mo, let me tell you this, right? Gives people a voice, always. Gives people a voice, gives fans around the world a voice. Big up the Mo. Big up the Mo. Big up. Rajat, big up, of course. Big up everyone, guys. But I'm delighted, guys. I can't be any more happier than that. I'm sad to see that some people are saying, let's burn Man United jerseys if Carrick gets the job. It makes me annoyed. Honestly, it does. It really does. It really does. You know? Rajat, it's a coincidence that Liverpool lost 3-2 to Bournemouth and Man United won 3-2. Take it all day long, my friend. Take it all day long. Big up. Big up, of course. I wonder to have what Carrick has been telling them, though. He was performing for a full 90 minutes. This is the thing, though, Coco. And revisionism, of course, we have to take into account. And we have to take into account that a manager bounce is there, you know. And, of course, I'm going to be analysing Man United, not only against the likes of, you know, Arsenal, but with the likes of Fulham and Wolves and West Ham and Bournemouth. Because at the end of the day, these games, you also have to negotiate and you also have to do well in these games, you know. If Michael Carrick wins 15 out of 15, the next 15, what can you say? You know, you have to give him the job and you have to say he deserves it because you can ruin it. Absolutely. Carrick can talk to them as a manager and as a player. He's the perfect person. You know, the one thing I like about Carrick, Mark, is that Carrick used to be a midfielder. He was a midfielder. And the great thing about managers who used to be midfielders, the midfield is the engine of the team. And I'm delighted by that, you know, and because he can work out patterns of play and stuff in that midfield. And it's good to have a midfielder who used to be a manager. I think that plays a good part as well. And Carragher was a player that was very smart. He didn't have pace, but he used this old chestnut up here, right? And he used to use what he had to effect, end up becoming Man United captain, of course. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. This current Arsenal team is better than your 08 team, the best defense in the league. Saka is the best in the world. Look, you know, recency biased, mate. I said it that Man United team will beat this Arsenal team by 5-0 easily. That team was generational. That team was one of the best teams of all time, in my opinion. There's a few teams that come out in history, that the Barcelona team 2010-11 and and there's also the Man United team 2008, 99, Real Madrid teams, of course, Arsenal team 2004, I watched the podcast of Said and Troops. Troops must be ashamed of he's a team talking about trash United. We're playing under 40 games, no cups. We like Burnley, only for us to beat Arsenal. Eat your words, Boygamay. The one thing I like, David, and big respects to Troops, right? This is football, mate. This is football. This is why we love football. Because in football, you don't know what happens. You can have your chest out and say, we're going to win the game. We're going to smash up. When I talk about Man United, I always have a talk with chest. Sometimes I'm delusional. But I have to believe. Who else is going to believe if I don't believe? And that's just like Arsenal fans. They have every right to think that we're crap. Of course, they have every right to think like that. We haven't been good this last year or so, So that's okay. What we are here to do is that we are here to change the record and prove everyone wrong. I love being the underdog because sometimes the underdog can surprise you. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality. Absolutely, mate. Back to life, back to realities. Big up Matty FC, by the way. My guy, absolutely. I saw that. Back to life, back to life. Big up everyone. Guys, big up everyone. Look, you know what, guys? There's no point doing this if we play against Fulham next week and we don't win, right? Obviously, football, you know what? You never know. Nothing is guaranteed in life, But what we have to understand is this, right? These are the sort of games that we drop points in the past. This is why I don't get overly zealous. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. So I know it's far off, but who replaces Casemiro? For me, there's only a couple of choices, Mark. Not many. Elliot Anderson, Adam Wharton, Carlos Baleba, Angelo Stiller, Yuragiza, Yavi Guerra on the next tier down. Then you've got Kone of Roma is the next tier down. There's quite a few there. It's going to be hard to replace Casemiro. Casemiro is a generational CDM, at the end of the day. He's a legend. He is a legend, LT, after yesterday's game, I'm more confident about winning the games where teams will play in a mid-low block because we were able to do it against Arsenal because they have a mid-low. Yeah, look, I spoke about it yesterday that Arsenal are very versatile. Arsenal can play the low block, they can play the mid-block, and they can play an attacking style as well. But one thing I was fearful of Arsenal, and it came to fruition, is the free kicks and set pieces. And I was worried about that with Arsenal, and they did. And I do believe that they're doing it illegally. I'm sorry, but I do think that. I think that blocking the goalkeeper, putting 3-4 men on one spot is a foul for me. And it shouldn't be allowed. And I think the governing bodies need to look at that. They really do, you know, at the end of the day. Big up Essex, my guy. I hope you're doing well. Let's not talk about Ruben Amorim. Let's not talk about Ruben Amorim at the end of the day. Let's not get carried away as well. We had this under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So let's wait and see what happens. Ruben Amorim left good players there. Mbeumo, Cunha, Dorgu, and he left a good base there for us to carry on in regards to the top four. He was only 3 points away from top four when he left the football club. So let's calm down on Amorim. Let's show a bit of class and let's move on. That's what we should do at the end of the day because that's what Man United fans should do, in my opinion. You know what I mean? There's people who come on streams and all they can do, not you, Essex, but I'm talking about when I go on other streams and stuff, all they do is people were sucking off Amorim, this, that Amorim, F Amorim, he's a fraud Amorim, this bum Amorim, this Amorim. Guys, Ruben Amorim would have been successful if he was given the tools that he would have been successful with, right? But he got a 4 out of 10 window, right? Ruben Amorim was the wrong guy to bring in to Manchester United at this period of time because the ownership, instead of aiming at Ruben Amorim, all the time, taking digs at Ruben Amorim, take digs at the ownership. They employed him. They knew he played a distinctive style of play. They did not back that distinctive style of play. This is what we're talking about. So why we keep digging at Amorim when they didn't give him a left wing back, a right wing back, 2 midfielders? They didn't give him that. They gave him a goalkeeper last minute. You know what I mean? So let's and look, guys, Mbeumo, Cunha, and Sesko, his players. Dorgu, you know? Let's just move on from that, you know? And let's hope that us as Man United, collectively, we can win the game on Sunday and carry on going from there, going from strength to strength, of course. And that's what it's all about, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Benny, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I think communication is key here, and I can't help think, but Carrick has simplified things and stuff. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's not be foolish here, Benny. We've seen this story before. You know what I mean? Work hard and go and express it, but that gets you so far, Benny. You know what I mean? That only gets you so far. Work hard and go and express yourself. You know what I mean? I would say the coaches as well maybe have played a difference. This was like 2023 Emirates game in reverse. They beat us 3-1, didn't they, though? Didn't they beat us 3-1? Sanjit, you absolutely diamond. Thank you so much for your super chat, my guy. I hope you're well. Call me old school, but when I was in a team coming off the bus, I had a good feeling. The players, the manager looked sharp, dressed up. You know, Sanjit, I'm going to give you a round of applause, mate. I agree with Sanjit here because one thing that separated Sir Alex Ferguson from everyone else, and I've always learned in my life, you know what I mean? I try not to dress like a tramp, but everyone has told me, like, in my life, grow up, dress like you mean it. Key, Alex Ferguson said it. Dress like you mean it. Dress like you mean it. And that's what I mean. Be smart like you're going to work. Because you are. You're going to work. And that's what it is at the end of the day. And you have to, Man United's history and heritage, you should dress up for that. Absolutely, you should dress up for that. Big up United for life. Like your positive spirit, our team made us proud. Keep spreading the love, one game at a time. Big up United for life, always and forever, mate. Some call me delusional, you know, at the end of the day. There are some people who are hateful who will turn on Ruben Amorim. Not Ruben Amorim, Michael Carrick soon. There are some talking about burning shirts, you know, and we just beaten Arsenal away from home, right? These babies, man. I'm telling you, these babies who support Man United, these babies who've been supporting Man United since 2008 because they were successful. They're babies, man. Honest to God. They don't know about our history. And you know, that really annoys me because without that, we wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm fed up with babies talking about Man United. You know what I mean? I'm fed up with babies talking about Man United. Cry little petulant little children. Support your bloody football club. Whether you want a manager in, want a manager out, it doesn't matter. the board are not listening to you. Just concentrate on supporting your football club and wish the football club well and wish whoever manages the football club the best. And that's what we do. LT. Guy said himself that Amram thought them to work hard and it's easy now so we can stop these Amram digs when the ownership is to blame. Carrick is doing well, but let's not get used as Amram as a dig. Thank you so much, LT. I couldn't have said it better myself, my guy. Absolutely. United looked dangerous and scary. I thought Arsenal was scary, Essex Red. I thought Arsenal was scary. Someone told me Arsenal was scary. I don't know. I mean, I've been gaslighted into thinking they're scary, to be honest with you. I've been gaslighted into thinking Arsenal was scary. Not at all. That match was also a turning point for Van Persie. If you can't beat them, join them. Absolutely. Shut up, Dave. Not interested. Big up, Mark, Max. I'm only joking, Dave. Anyway, we're not arguing. Let's hope he's not injured, bro. But that's how he is. I think people who need to justify that they were at games weren't at games. So I've learned that from experience. But he's not, bro. But what a talent he is. Absolutely. Roy, best team in Europe. My arse. Bayern are a better and more organized team. The moment they faced a great organized team, they crumble. Are they going to win the Champions League? Are they going to win the Champions League? Is the key for me. If they come up against a Bayern, a PSG, are they going to win it? A Real Madrid? I know they beat Real Madrid last season. Sal, this morning felt the same old. Big up, my guy. Big up, Asif. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Big up, Shea and Lacey back this week. Hopefully we'll be back, guys. Really hope so. Guys, sorry about the lagging. I've got a problem with my connection, but I'm going to fix that now. Of course, guys. So we don't have any future problem with the lagging, of course, guys. Lagging. But that's just life. That's technology, of course. Where that's what happens, guys. Yeah, I'm happy. Arsenal, Kingfisher, Bottler. Big up, Asif. Big up. Look, ultimately, if I put my neutral head on and my calm head on, Arsenal are in a good position in the league. I would much rather be in Arsenal's position than our position. Factually, would love that to happen. I would love to be in Arsenal's position rather than our position. That's a fact. And Arsenal are doing very well, and we can't discount that. We can't be delusional here. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But I do think that the football has been poor this season. I felt it's great that Man United yesterday played the game the way the game should be played. Scored fantastic goals. Apart from the first one, you can argue it's a foul, but it's a great finish from Mbeumo. Absolute superb finish. You know what I mean? Roy, no, Bayern, Barca, Real Madrid, there are lots of better teams. They will smashed by Barca. Absolutely. Arsenal and Liverpool fans were so upset last night. Why were Liverpool upset? Oh, yeah, because we overtook them, didn't we? Absolutely. Yeah, big up Hussam. I know I saw it. He's a legend, mate. Don't worry about that. The disappointment in people's eyes. I saw, obviously, my bro Hussam. Obviously, there was Troops was another one. Turkish was another one. It's funny as hell. Robbie, who was giving Man United a load of grief. It's giving Man United a load of grief. No one wants us to win. Us against the world. And that's how we should do it, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brilliant. Guys, I want to say thank you to everyone. And also, Asif, once the set piece thing stops, right? Once it gets analyzed, what I would do is this. This should be cancelled. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, this fouls in the box and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Dave, you know what they say about people get throw their rattles at the pram and get defensive? They're telling a lie. David, calm down. Don't worry. It's a joke, mate. If you're getting defensive, it means you're feeding into the joke. You're feeding into the narrative that you're lying. If you're getting defensive, that's it. You're lying, mate. You stop getting defensive, mate. At the end of the day, I can show you any ticket you want. I've got, you know what? I could go on and on and on. Just show me. That's it. This year, 2006, Arsenal absolutely poor, fraudulent win versus Bournemouth draw. But I'm in UAE at the moment. I can just take a picture anyway and send it. Fraudulent versus Bournemouth, draw versus the worst Liverpool team in the recent times. Draw versus Forest, lost to United. If you put it like that, Roy, I can't argue with you, Roy. Absolutely. Liverpool lost against Bournemouth 3-2. Yes, Max. I know. I watched the game. I did watch the game, my guy. I did watch the game. They did lose 3-2 to Bournemouth, yeah. It's a long way to go, guys. We got half a season to go, guys, almost, you know. It's 15 games. It's a lot of games, guys, to go. So, you know. Asif, Arteta is counting his days now on. His nightmare just started. Arsenal all in and ready for the next Netflix series. I can't wait for it, Asif. I've been anticipating this series, Asif. I've been anticipating it. You know what I mean? Who cares about Liverpool's 400 million failure? Well, you do, Roy. You just mentioned them. Only joking. You didn't mention them. But what I would say is that, look, Liverpool are three. How many points they are behind us? 3 points? 2 points? It's a long way to go. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see what happens. Oh, yeah. That's why they're upset as well. They need Champions League football. They wanted Man United to lose. Generally, Liverpool want Man United to lose all the time. But that's just life, isn't it? I like that. That's competitive football, guys. It's about competitive football at the end of the day. Absolutely. Netflix season 8. You know, irrelevant Man United defeat Arsenal, by the way, guys, again. Guys, thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Don't worry about the banter. It's only a commercial, guys. Have a good day, good night, good evening. Wherever you are in the world, I will be back later on. And I'm going to fix my lagging problems. Apologies for the lagging problems, technology and all that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Guys, no burning shirts here. No burning shirts here. If Carrick gets the job, congratulations to Carrick. That's what we do, guys. That's how we should do it. You know what I mean? Great. Fabulous. Guys, enjoy yourselves. It's a good day. You know what I mean? Guys, it's a good day. Dave, the same Arsenal that said they did them a favour by beating City, we are the same ones that are saying they would dominate us. Yes, Dave. I haven't heard one Arsenal fan give us any congratulations. Let me tell you something, Dave. You may know. I've only ever had in my life, right? Unprovoked, right? I've only ever had one compliment from an Arsenal fan in 40 years about Man United. One. I lived in London my whole life. I met many Arsenal fans. One measly compliment. And that was I came out my house at the time. My next door neighbor, Cameron, his name. I remember everything. He opened the door and he looked down at me and he said, Sal. I said, what's going on? And he said, that Man United are a good team. I'd just come back from the treble, guys. I'd just come back. Right? I got a coach. I'm knackered and tired. But, you know, he goes, Sal, that Man United team are a good team, innit? No shit, Sherlock. I said, yes, we are. And that's about it. That's the only compliment I've ever had. Roy, Terry Fluber's next video, Shameless United, rob Arsenal. Yeah, Terry's a Man United fan. I don't think he'll do that. I know he likes Arsenal, but you know what? I don't think he'll do that. Big up, Tail. But what I would say, guys, big up everyone. Guys, thank you so much. See you in a bit, guys. See you for Chatterbox. I'm going to fix my technology problems, of course. You know what I mean? Budget, TimuWiFi.com. Guys, thank you so much, everyone. You're absolute legends. Enjoy the day, guys, because you know what? You don't get days like this often. Guys, listen, enjoy it. And glory, glory, Man United. United move on. United will never die. I'm Sal, and this is Breaking Dawn. Of course it is. Take it easy, guys. See you later on for Chatterbox. Take it easy. Peace.